Alright, I think I have just messed up big time. So there must have been some kind of a new update to Valheim. Valheim? I mean YouTube. I didn't actually start streaming until I pressed a button. It wasn't there before, I'm sure of it. In any case, yeah, I have been streaming for like 15 minutes already, and all that has gone to waste because, well, reasons I suppose. So, yeah. Once again, I'm going to repeat what I said earlier, at least the important stuff. First of all, welcome to the stream. Please let me know if the audio balancing is alright. I didn't adjust any of the sounds in the game yet, so if I am too loud or the game is too quiet, definitely let me know. Alright, Valheim. Wow, I have said so many things about the game already. So let's start from the top, I suppose. So, Valheim is probably the first successful early access game ever. It's a adventure survival crafting. I think I would classify it as such. In any case, quite an interesting game. If you haven't tried it yet, you definitely should. It's probably one of the best and also one of the cheapest titles of its kind. Interesting structure. Yeah. In case you're wondering, those weird sounds are there. They always give me a scare though. Right, so about Valheim. It's a survival game. The progression is all about killing different bosses. Here we got an old log. Let's gather some more wood, I guess, while I talk. Yeah, to be honest, I should probably just start from the very beginning, start a new game even, but I won't bother. So basically, you start the game in a place like this. There's all those stones, as you can see. As you kill bosses, you can hang their trophies. And killing a boss and hanging its trophy will grant you power. Each boss grants a different power, etc, etc. I don't think I remember every single stone. They might have added some, though don't quote me on this. Maybe they have all been here. Where are those gravings coming from though? Oh, and my axe has just broken. Alright. So, yeah, that totally threw me out of the whack. Basically, you run around, you gather resources, you can craft items, you can build bases. The goal of the game is to defeat all the bosses, I suppose. There's sailing, there's fighting, there's skilling. Valheim is quite interesting because your progression isn't entirely tied to just your equipment, but also to the food you have access to. Basically, as you can see, I have a very low HP ratio, 22 points right now. I'm actually slightly wounded, and I also have a limited stamina, as you can see, about 50 points. In order to increase my stamina, I would have to gain access to better foods. Some foods give you better maximum health, as you can see. Raspberries can increase my health by 7 and stamina by 20 for 10 minutes. There's also mushrooms, which grant 15 and 15 of both. And I think you can combine like 2 pieces of food. Not sure though. Can't remember that well. In any case, I'm going to be playing on 2 worlds. This is our first exploration world, and I'm going to make a second one. The main reason for that is, in Valheim, you at some point want to start exploring distant areas, you want to start collecting resources, and some of those resources, raw materials such as metal, you cannot transport via portals. So it's quite difficult to bring those with you, especially on longer trips. So the game has you building new bases, creating new expensive crafting stations, stuff like that. It's really just very, very tedious. So what I'm going to do is play on two worlds. One world is going to be gathering and exploration, and the other is going to be just our base, where we'll have all the crafting stuff. Alright, I've got a whole bunch of wood. Let's craft a hammer, I guess. And with hammer we have unlocked campfires, workbenches, stone piles. Right. But the problem is, we don't really have any more rocks. So I should probably find a stream. Or maybe a beach if we are lucky. Okay, here comes our friend Raven, Eugene. You have crafted a hammer. With this tool you will raise mighty halls and towering fortifications. Start by building a workbench in this turn. This in turn will enable you to construct other things. I honestly can't speak today. Alright, so let's gather some more wood, I guess, because there's no way we can find any rocks. Yeah, I think I remember rocks being a problem in the early game. Let's get some flint as well. I think flint is mostly needed for creating arrows, but we are definitely going to need those at some point. Right, we've got enough raspberries to start eating them, so let's increase our health and stamina. We definitely won't hurt if we increase our survivability a little bit. Okay, there's some boars. We definitely don't want to anger them right now. We don't have a weapon that would be able to take those on. Right, here's a stream and there's more flint. Even more flint and additional flint. There we go, there's a rock. Alright, I think there's multiple ways to go about the early game. The easiest one would probably be to find a chest with some supplies. I think there used to be like abandoned bases full of such. Here's like an unused farmstead or something of the sort. Okay, I can see a shack right there, but oh, that was a seagull, alright. Swimming in Valheim is quite dangerous actually. It drains your stamina very, very fast, as you can see. You can swim faster if you improve your swimming skill, but yeah, we might just drown right now. Because we are losing HP rather than stamina. Alright. We were able to make it to the other side, but we have lost some HP. Alright, some stone. And I think I can hear a... yeah, that's a beehive. That's an interesting place to remember for later. Beehives are quite useful for creating potions later on. If you destroy a beehive and loot a queen bee, I think, you're able to create your own beehives. Unfortunately, not this time though. Right, how many rocks do we have? That's 5. I guess that should be enough for now. Now, before we make that second server that I was speaking of, to place our main base in, let's just get started in this one. I want to find some nice open area, preferably on some island so that no enemies can reach us easily. I'm not sure how long the night and day cycle is in Valheim. Quite frankly, I would be expecting the sun to start setting already, but maybe the first day is prolonged or something like that, because we're doing quite well so far. Oh, nice, that's a solid bunch of stones. There we go. Even more stones as well as raspberries. And okay, we have to be careful because there's a boar right here. We definitely don't want to fight those yet. Not before we get a bow, at least. But I think we can settle on those rocks for now. So let's get right over here. We also learned to jump a little bit better. Alright, there's some sort of a runestone right here, so let's see if there's some interesting information on it. Hold, traveler, and bear witness to my warning. We are many who have come before you, carried here by Odin's will to do his work. The path ahead is hard and the danger is great. If you hold your life dear, keep to those meadows and make your dwelling away from the trees. Fear the Horned One and the creatures he will send against you. Right, so the Horned One, I'm going to spoil you guys, is the first boss of Valheim. His name is Eikthyr, however you're supposed to say it. Alright, it's almost night time, so we probably should start building. So we equip our hammer and mouse to start the building menu. Yeah, let's build a campfire first. Yeah, I guess we can fortify this rock for now. Here we have a campfire. Next to the campfire we are going to lose our wetness status a little bit faster, I believe. And there definitely are other upsides to having one, but alright. Next up, a cooking station. We can place it over the fire, and if we ever get any meat, I believe, we should be able to cook it by hanging it over the fire. Next up, a workbench. Thankfully it only costs a little bit of wood. Wood we still have in high supply. And straight away here comes Eugene to speak to us. Let's hide our torch actually, we don't want to use it up. No, we cannot, so let's go with the hammer. How do I remove the building menu? Oh, never mind, let's go with the torch then. You have built a workbench. The workbench allows you to craft complex items as well as giving you access to lots of more building pieces to construct with the hammer. Alright, so as long as we are next to the workbench, I believe, we should have access to, yeah, additional building options. So we can start building a house, though I don't think there's any reason for us to do that. I am going to build a bed, however, just so that we can skip a night. And okay, I didn't want to destroy the workbench, that was a mistake. Okay, so here's our workbench, and I destroyed the workbench again. Yep, I'm going to take a moment. Wasting our wood, I suppose. Right click, that's it. Furniture crafting, yep, let's build a chopping block while we still have a lot of flint. And with it, we should have access to some more crafting recipes. Now, when it comes to crafting stations, such as the workbench, you can build upgrades to it. As you can see, this chopping block is one of those. Basically, you place it next to one of your crafting stations, and then the crafting station is permanently upgraded. Oh, and I can't craft anything on the workbench because it would need a roof, so we are going to build a simple lean-to, just so that we can. Use all the recipes. Crafting in Valheim is surprisingly easy. Everything seems to snap into position as long as you remember some simple rules. Basically, you just want to aim to the middle of the place that you want to build on. So if I try something weird, like try to match the item, it's going to start snapping to different positions. I just want to place my pointer in the middle of it, and just like that. This should be a usable to exposed. Okay. Let's build some more walls, I suppose. I don't remember there being so many limitations though. I remember the piece that said it needed to be with a roof, but to expose is new to me. Yeah, that wall went right through our chopping block. Let's see if it is unexposed enough. Still too exposed, alright. How much more wood do we have? Thankfully, those walls aren't too expensive to build, so we are going to continue building them. And I think I'm building them wrong. Those vertical boards should be probably on the inside, but it doesn't matter right now. Let's just stick to it, like so. It's just a quick base that we aren't going to be using anyway. Is this enough for you? There we go. Alright. So as you can see, now we can start crafting some more advanced items. For example, a Flintax. It's a slightly better version of the stone axe. Same durability, but better slash damage. Alright, so let's craft one. Especially since we have more flint than stone right now. I'm not sure if there is any way to destroy something, but yeah, I'm just going to throw it on the ground. I would like to get a bow, but I don't think we can get it yet. And there's also upgrading. You can upgrade your items, but yeah, I don't have any leather scraps or any more flint, to be honest. For now, let's just talk to Eugene and see what he wants. Sleep the night away in your bed and awaken feeling refreshed and full of energy. Another improvement to your home would be some chests, where you can store items. It is good practice to always have some spare equipment if something unfortunate should happen to you while exploring. Okay, a bed needs a roof as well, so let's build a roof really quickly. And I'm going to bet we're going to get one of those 2 exposed errors as well. But let's see. Yep, 2 exposed. Alright, so hammer again, and let's place some more walls. Okay, like this. And we don't have enough wood anymore, so I sure do hope we can sleep right this. 2 exposed, alright. So no sleeping for us this night, thankfully. Oh, that's interesting. So you can hold a torch as well as an axe right now. A thing to destroy items in late game, you say? Not quite sure what you mean, though. Alright, let's talk to Eugene real quick. When the temperature drops at night, or if you are wet, you will suffer from being cold. This reduces your stamina regeneration. Seeking shelter by an open flame is your best option when this happens. Alright, so let's equip our torch and our trusty Flintax. Well, cannot really call it trusty since we haven't even used it yet. Let's pick up the stone right here. We are going to need some more stones since we will definitely be building another station on another world quite soon. But for now, let's just gather some more wood. I think our next step, if you want to progress, is to start killing some animals like... oh, a grayling. Yeah, we still need to start killing deer and boars, and with that we are going to unlock leather strips and new pieces of armor as well as bows. Now bows are most likely the best way to go about early game. Axe you can convert it to coal in machine. Okay, I see. Well, we are definitely going to have more used up stone axes in the future, so let's not worry about that too soon. Now, I like to have different challenges in my games. So, I suppose this casual playthrough is something new on this channel. However, I simply do not know the game well enough. I never went through the entirety of it, and it has also been updated, so I'd rather get to know it better first, and we could always try some new challenges while we play. We can implement some new ones or just start over once we get a better hang of it. Now then, let's take a look around. Can we? Yeah, we can chop 2 trees at the same time, so let's do just that. If we get lucky, they might fall on that other tree right there. Nah, it's going to fall right on us, isn't it? There we go. Oh! Like I said, a domino effect, so every tree has a small amount of hit points, and a falling tree can also deal damage, so if you're lucky enough, then you can get your trees to chop each other. All you have to do is set one tree in motion and just watch everything else fall. This is a birch tree, so we can't really chop it yet. I think we need a bronze axe to start damaging this tree. It is possible to get some of that birch early by destroying the tree with other trees, but there isn't really any need for us to do that. Alright, we could use some more food, so let's eat a raspberry again. What we need right now the most is stamina, and thankfully raspberries offer that. Any stones? There we go, perfect. Now, if I recall correctly, there's inventory space as well as encumbrance, so we cannot be carrying too much with us. And unfortunately this isn't Tibia, so we aren't allowed to just stack backpacks. Alright. A little bit more wood, let's pick up the branch as well as the stones. I'm seeing a lot of stones now, and almost no flints, which is a shame. We are definitely going to need those. Alright, that's quite a nice amount of wood already. Let's start chopping that final log and then we can move on, hopefully. Now, as I said before, I'm going to look into getting a bow. And if I am not mistaken, you can get a bow by killing animals such as wolves and deer. Deer are pretty hard to get if you do not have... Oh, we just broke our axe. Deer can be pretty difficult if you do not have a bow. But here we have a boar, which we could try killing. Oh, and there's a grayling, of course. We can't really fight one right now, since we do not have a weapon, so let's retreat back to our little island, while we also pick up the flint over here. The grayling is in the water as well, but hopefully he gets stuck on the geometry. Alright, so let's go to the workbench, and we could try not upgrading, but how do we repair? I think like this. But on the rack tunic, can we repair it hammer? Oh, wait. Alright, I forgot about that part, so... I thought it was like a very early alpha thing, but apparently it still applies. So repairing items is free for now. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. I definitely don't mind having free access to item repairs. Alright, so there was a boar somewhere around here. Let's try and get him. Is that another one? No, I think this one is single. Alright, and we got it. And like I said, with that, we just got a little bit of leather scraps. And thanks to those, we can start making new items. We are definitely going to need some more leather scraps though, so let's go further into the forest. Hopefully we don't get lost. And let's kill some more boars. Alright, we just slid straight down. There's an interesting rock formation right here. Skeletal remains. We got some bone fragments as well as some ember pearls. Now, if I remember correctly, the pearls are mostly used for trading with a merchant, which we sadly haven't found yet. I think they only can be found in dark forests. And of course, for now we are going to be sticking to the meadows. Alright, a little bit of fog, but that shouldn't deter us too much. And I think I can see... No, it's just stones. We are definitely going to need more flint. I think flint was necessary to create better kind of arrows. Right, but for now let's see what this building right here was all about. Another one of those abandoned farmsteads, I think. And I think I heard... yeah, there we go, necks. So they are mostly harmless creatures, like... they are going to be aggressive, obviously. But they give you access to necktails. Necktails are quite a great source of food early on. And I think they are also necessary to create some potions in late game. So let's go ahead and kill some of those necks. Yeah, you can kill necks even with your fists, as you can see. And we already get a neck trophy. Alright, so that's another neck done. But I think we got nothing from him. Anyway, let's go see this little farm. Is there anything here? I don't think so. Yeah, it's just stone. Okay, but we can see a bunch of bears right here. Bears, I mean boars, obviously. Wild and frightened. Alright, a little bit of food. And already we got a Boar Trophy. I'm not sure if these are supposed to be rare or anything, but we are getting a lot. And we are almost over encumbered, so let's kill some more boars and start heading back already. There's deer. I'm not sure if we can sneak up on them. It is possible to get them stuck in water. So I might try doing just that. Yeah, okay, I think we are riding a deer right now. Why not? That wasn't my plan, I had no idea you could do that. Oh, is Van's OTS back online? I mean, I was going to stream it, but... Alright, that deer is pretty dumb, so... we were able to get it. Deer hide, there we go, deer hide. With deer hide we can make deer hide cape. leather helmet, tanning rack, a lot of new items. Alright, let's see the runestone. Boar Traveler. You're welcome to the last and most lawless of the 10 worlds. In Valheim the air is pure, the water deep and clear, and the forest overflowing with bounty. Here is adventure, joy and glory. And something. Right, so today I was kind of torn between whether I should stream our newly found private Tibia server. Oh, and we are over encumbered already. Right, so that was one of the options, and the other was this. And since I'm streaming this, you can guess, well, I didn't really choose. I just didn't have a choice. Alright, more deer meat. Can we get the flint? No, we cannot. Alright, let's start heading back to our base. I am also going to take a quick look in the chat. Right, so the server is back online now, so I probably should have waited, but it doesn't matter. Let's play a little bit more of this. I guess I'm going to wrap up in like half an hour and get back to playing that. Alright, world save in 30 seconds, that's interesting. Thankfully I have access to a map, and that tells me that my base was over there. If not for the maps, I would probably have been not being. How do I? There we go. Thanks to the map that is very easily accessible in this game. You can explore as much as you want and you probably will never get lost. Alright, so let's head over back to our base. I don't think we have enough leather scraps to create a bow, but for whatever reason I think the deer has been made easier to kill. I remember when I first started it was almost impossible to catch up to them. You had to use water and get them stuck in rocks or stuff like that. But right now I was able to just walk up to one and whack it with an axe. Alright, level 2 jumping and level 3 swimming. Okay, so let's... I guess we should start by building a chest so that we can store all of our items. Yeah, hide torch, there we go. Yeah, we don't need all that wood with us, and I'm also going to leave half of our rocks. No need for resin, no need for feathers, no need for the trophies for now. We aren't advanced enough to be eating good food, so we are going to put it back as well, and that's good enough for now. Since we are here, let's start repairing our stuff. Oh, here's our old stone axe. We must have picked it up by accident. I guess we can keep it for now. So let's see, a flint knife. I have no idea what a flint knife could be used for, so I don't think I really care about it. I think it's just a weapon. Might be mistaken though. Right, let's see if we can build the tanning rack. Yes, so to build a tanning rack we need way more leather scraps, flint, and deer hide. Not a huge fan of that. Let's see. What do we need for a crude bow then? Simply more leather scraps, so we are still going to be killing boar. Let's go ahead back from our little island and start killing the boars. Once we have a bow, it's going to be downhill from there. Oh, I didn't see this snack over here. And let's pick up a flint. There's a boar already. Even two of them. As well as a neck. Nice. Whole bunch of stuff. Now, like I said, a bow is pretty much a cheat code for early game. I think you can easily defeat two first bosses by simply hiding behind rocks and firing at them with your bow. Without even much preparation. I'm going to be collecting all the flint I can find. Mainly because later on you don't find as much, and you definitely need way more than we have right now. Right, how much do we have? 5 pieces. And that might be enough for a bow, quite honestly. But for now, let's just be safe and find at least one more boar. I hope it's not too boring. Haha. Okay. All the mushrooms, let's go pick it up. I think the mushrooms were also important in some way later on. Okay, deer. Oh, that's a nice amount of boars. Wild and frightened. So I think you can try taming animals. I don't really know how to do this though, so I'm not going to try. We have no need for tamed boars right now anyway. Here's the grayling. Yeah, those... I don't think we can drop anything useful from a grayling. But there should have been at least one more boar. Somewhere around here. There we go. Wild and frightened. Quite frankly, they aren't as aggressive as they used to be, I don't think. I remember that me and my friend, when we were first playing, we died to the boars multiple times. And right now I just ran into a full herd of them and yeah, I was able to fight them one by one, so let's see. This land is hard and wild, but we who are brought here are harder still. Take comfort, traveler, in the gifts before you. The good wood and stone, the fruits and flowers of the forest. Look also to the wild boar who roam these lands. They fear fire and the hand of man, but they can be taught to obey it. Go quietly to them and let them eat of your stock. Roots of the ground are their pleasure. Right, so you can probably tame those boars like I mentioned before. But I am not certain if there is any reason to do that. The boars are always going to be plentiful, and if you ever run out you can just switch servers, though I'm quite certain that they respawn like every other enemy in this game. But who knows, there might be a reason to tame the boars yet that I am not aware of. In any case, we should have enough leather scraps to start making our first bow. So let's get to the other side. Yeah, I have already forgotten why. I never ever made a base on an island again. You just have to get wet, no matter what. Alright, so I'm going to try to build this bow. There we go. A crude bow. And some arrows. Now, the reason why I didn't want to scare the seagull away, even though it has just flown off by itself, I believe I am going to need feathers later on, so let's see. Yeah, the seagull was just there, but it has also moved. Okay, there we go. A little bit higher. And it just flew off. Right, I always forget that there's this giant tree in the sky, no matter where you look. Are you going to land? Come on. Oh, why am I in the water? Hello? And I am also almost out of stamina. Can I? Thank you. Take your bow, and yeah. For the half a second I was looking away to pick up my bow. The seagull has already flown off. Alright, I'm not going to bother with the seagulls for now. What I'm going to need is more arrows though, and we are going to craft them right now. Right, I think if you have feather, yeah, and resin, you can create fire arrows, but for now we are only going to be hunting animals, so let's make some more basic wood arrows from the wood we have. Okay, and that should be enough, about 200 shots. I don't think there's any reason why we shouldn't want to hunt in the night. So that's what we are going to do anyway. 3 pieces of deer hide, leather scraps. That should be okay. We can still carry quite a nice amount of bounty with us. Let's not get stuck on the trees, please. Maybe eat some more raspberries. And I think I heard a deer somewhere from there. Now, when it comes to hunting deer, you most likely want to sneak, but quite frankly, if you're far enough away, you can just shoot them. And they won't notice you anyway. Okay. Is that a boar? I think it is. So let's try and get it. There we go. That was a single hit. Because I think if the enemy isn't aware of your presence, then you deal additional damage. Yeah, and this deer is just going to die like this. Deer trophy. Yep, we are going to be swimming in the trophies, I suppose. Alright, let's walk through the forest and listen in case we hear a deer's call. And also we can get rid of this grayling right here. Anything interesting? Yeah, we got some resin. I mean, I'm not going to say no, and just like that we get a bow right here. There we go. Some more leather scraps. Basically, I think I'm going to go through all the arrows we got so far. Oh, there's a deer. Why did you just stop? Okay, there we go. The deer is gone. Yeah, I'm going to go through all the arrows. Then we are going to craft everything we can from the stuff we get. And I guess that's going to be it for the stream. Yeah, the music has changed. Not sure if there's some new biome that I'm not aware of. Because most usually the music only changes when you move between different biomes. Okay, there's a seagull that we could get. But for whatever reason we cannot. Maybe shoot higher. There we go. And I just wasted an arrow. But that's 3 feathers. Feathers, like I said, they're going to be very useful for crafting those fire arrows, which we are going to be needing a lot. Okay, more necks. Can we get that neck a little bit more to the side, I think? There we go. Alright, soon enough we should have enough necktails so that we can just eat them like regular food, as well as meat. I think for like half the game you're going to be just eating cooked boar meat as well as necktails, just those two. I should probably start killing the necks with just my axe, since they are not as dangerous and using arrows against them is just a waste. But I want to train my bow's skill as much as I can. Oh, I just ran out of stamina. Alright, let's just get the axe. Right, I don't think we can even use all of our arrows, because this bow is just about to break any moment now. Okay, there was a grayling right here, but no buts. There is a grayling right here. Let's get him, let's pick up all the resin, as well as the leather scraps from this boar. Main reason for this little excursion. Only 4 so far. That's not good. Okay, but I can hear a deer. So let's try to locate it right now. Okay, there he is. And it is a 1-star deer. So some enemies can spawn as superior versions of themselves. They look a little bit different and they are marked with stars. And this deer was a 1-star, so yeah, it probably had antlers or something like that. I can't really remember how a 1-star deer looks like. But those enemies usually just drop some additional stuff. Here's a grayling. Let's go. And I can see another deer silhouette right there. Yeah, spawns are weird in this game. Just been there. Alright, and that was a clean body shot. When it comes to deer, as you can see, just the basic bow with the most crude arrows, it's enough to kill one. Even if it is only a body shot, so there's no need to take any unnecessary risks. All you get to do is hit them. Alright, I'm not hearing any deer for now. We are quite close to our base, so let's just scour the area nearby. I think you can sometimes meet undead skeletons near ruins such as this one, so we definitely don't want that for now. Let's skip away from those. And that's an interesting sound. Yeah, just a grayling, thankfully. It sounded a little bit like a wolf, and wolves in this game are quite brutal. Okay, we got the grayling right here, and actually that grayling was in a place I didn't notice before. Mainly because it is placed in a very, very weird position. Yep, it's some kind of a farmstead. But once again, there is nothing here. Let's continue looking through the forest, I suppose. Can I please jump up? Just a little bit, thank you. There we go. Okay, I can hear something to the left. There's a boar, if ever I saw one. And there was a deer that we just spooked for no reason. Wait, where did the boar go? Or was it just another deer just hunched over? No, there's definitely the boar right here. And we scared it away. Why are the arrows just... yeah, not listening to us today? The boar chose to get away. But there's no running away from us. Let's launder his body for the leather scraps. Yeah, we definitely can pick them up, so why didn't we? Did it drop nothing? Is that even possible? Okay, I can hear some deer yet. Probably the one we just saw a moment earlier, and yeah, there it is. Yeah, the deer are very oddly slow in this game. We are not even sprinting and we can easily keep up. It just starts running in circles. To be honest, I remember the deer being way harder to catch up to. But maybe it was just a very high difficulty curve for new players or something like that. I can see that being a problem. Alright. Our bow is almost broken, so I'm going to go back to the base, repair it, and we can see if there's anything we can craft with our item for now. We do have, well, 5 leather scraps, some deer hide. It might suffice for something, hopefully. Alright, so let's dry off. Start cooking the meat as well. Let's see, a leather tunic, leather pants, 6 deer hides each. Well, let's start with pants, I suppose. Put them on. There we go. Can we upgrade something? We have to pick up our meat. Right, upgrades we don't care right now. So we could make something from the rags, but there's no reason for us to waste those leather scraps. We could make a wooden shield, but we would need some more wood. Ooh, I think there's spears now, that's interesting. I definitely would like to try the spears later on. Yeah, and I didn't want to cook any more meat. We are quite fine when it comes to the meat. Yeah, we can eat the meat as well as the raspberries for now. And we are burning, obviously, because we walked into the fire. Okay, and the most important part of everything, we have to fix our stuff. There we go. I still have quite a lot of arrows. I guess we should offload some of our items though. No need for all that resin, we can put away. All that uncooked meat, I'm afraid we can't place. All the deer trophies. Right, I think we are going to need the deer trophies in order to summon the next boss. I think that's what it was all about. Right, all the other things I guess we can carry with us for now. Oh, that was a seagull. Had I known, we could have easily gotten some more feathers. Let's take a look around then. We could definitely use some more enemies. Though I guess we have been only sticking to the very close vicinity of our camp. Wait, you're still alive? Well, would you look at that? Let's eat some of that meat as well as a raspberry. So a meat lasts 20 minutes, that's pretty nice. Okay, there's a boar. I'm quite certain they just spawned right on our faces. Oh, and like I said, there's a skeleton already. So let's help the boar fight the skeleton, I guess. Since it is probably the most dangerous of the bunch. Whoa! He just slapped us. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Why not? So let's get back home. Thankfully, we are absolute noobs, so we didn't lose any of our skills. Yeah, just a moment, TJ, and I'm going to get my body back first. Or actually, tell you guys what, I think this is a good point to wrap up. We have been going for almost an hour. I think that's enough of Valheim for today, so I'm going to log out for now. We can retrieve our body next time I stream. So thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry for the very short stream this time, but yeah. There's certain circumstances that prevent me from streaming any longer, so like I said, thank you very much